welcome to In Bed with Luxury. This is Charles Paddington. Before we check in, enjoy Venice for a moment. Well, hello again, and welcome no matter whether you have just discovered our professional hotel check channel In Bed with Luxury or you have been following us for a while. What you just saw is the picture postcard Venice we may dream of. In reality, it's a beauty but a demanding one. Venice is a village of less than 30,000 inhabitants, and before the pandemic it was run over by 30 million tourists a year. So Venice, this miracle of a city with its 128 canals, 475 bridges, 126 islands, uncounted shops, restaurants, palaces and crowds of people, can be a bit of an exhausting experience too. But for a lucky few, there is a magic jetty just at the middle of it all, at San Marco. No, you don't need a gondola. There is a complimentary private launch of the Cipriani Hotel, and within 5 minutes you will escape the crowds and land on the near island of Giudecca, where this 5-star Dolce Vita hotel is located. At the Cipriani, Roberto is waiting for you to welcome you and take care of your luggage. I personally like the saying, there is no second chance for a first impression.
Buongiorno, hello, ciao, I'm Roberto, and I am in this moment in my office. This is my office for 33 years, and I'm so proud to work here. And I'm so proud of whatever I do here. I'm so proud of having the best guest in the world.
Many movie stars have walked this path. The Cipriani is an iconic 96 rooms and suites luxury hotel run by the Belmond luxury hotel chain. It opened its doors in 1956. It was enlarged in 1968, and there is an annex, the Palazzo Vendramin, where you find the most expensive suites because of its fabulous views of San Marco. If you are not going for the most expensive suites, but book a still rather pricey room or suite in the main building, my choice would be the lagoon view, not the garden view. But back to the lobby. In one of these shelves, there is an object you might call the secret of success. Many guests may not even notice it. It's a model of an old train car, and it stands for an exceptional story. The history of the Cipriani is linked with containers, cocktails, beer, to be precise, Guinness beer, and a legendary barman in a world-famous bar, Harry's Bar. In 1927, Giuseppe Arrigo Cipriani was a young waiter in a hotel in Venice who ran into a drink-loving young American called Harry Pickering. Harry was in Venice with his rich aunt, her young lover, and her lapdog. After a row about too much drinking, the aunt left with her handsome toy boy and left the dog and Harry without any money. So Pickering tapped up Cipriani, the waiter, for a loan of 10,000 lire, nowadays around 10,000 US dollars. 4 years later, Pickering returned and surprised Cipriani not only with the $10,000 but with a generous add-on of $40,000 more. With this money, Cipriani opened his famous bar in 1931 and named it, and also his son, after his benefactor. Harry's Bar attracted the jet set and many celebrities like Ernest Hemingway, Orson Welles, Peggy Guggenheim, Winston Churchill, in short, the rich and the famous. Among them were the 3 immensely rich daughters of the Earl of Iveagh, the head of the Guinness beer dynasty. Cipriani persuaded the ladies to invest into his dream project, a luxury hotel within easy reach of San Marco Square and yet far away to guarantee peace and privacy. All went well, but then in the 70s, when Italy was on the brink of becoming communist and rich people were kidnapped, the Guinness family decided to sell the hotel. The Guinness Cipriani was history, but a new British-American chapter was opened. James Sherwood from Kentucky, who had made a fortune with a then new way of shipping goods in metal boxes, bought the Cipriani through his company Sea Containers, much to the disgust of his business partners. And even more crazy, Sherwood invested millions in buying and restoring the old train cars of the legendary Orient Express that had stopped its service in the 70s. Sherwood's idea, however, to bring British customers from London to Venice by Orient Express and have them stay in the Cipriani worked extremely well. The Orient Express hotel chain grew to more than 40 properties worldwide. Finally, it was sold and named Belmond. And then it was sold again to the Louis Vuitton luxury group. And now the Cipriani will close in 2022 for 1.5 years for a big facelift. Let's hope the plastic surgery will turn out well. After so much history, let's see what a breakfast at the Cipriani looks like.
We have sorpresa here, mortadella, culatello, ossocollo, bresaola, and roasted speck. And here we have speck and 3 kinds of salami here.
3 kind.
That's pork, these 2 are duck. We have gorgonzola here, and that's very, very, very good. Here we have, everything we have, more or less, is local, except maybe for this one, who's from Amatrice, who's like center of Italy. And we have Canabari Treviso, Taleggio, who's very typical, like Casargo or Mutasi. And this is very good, pecorino, good cheese. And this one is a blue cheese. It's going to bunker. It's like, it's made down the herb, that's why bunker.
Yeah.
And we have cow ricotta, goat ricotta, mascarpone, normal butter, mountain one, and a salted one, yogurt, and our kind of milk, and veal, goat, like more or less every kind. And here we have burrata and mozzarella.
My name is Melita, and this stick is for pigeon, because for us it's a very difficult work with the pigeon in terrace.
Come and follow me to check the accommodation here. The Cipriani offers rooms and suites in 7 categories, plus a few super luxury suites. In all of them, guests can find opulent details, gorgeous fabrics, and elegant but a bit old-fashioned bathrooms. But a lot will be changed after the big refurb, and we will keep you informed. Mr. Paddington's place, which you can see here, is a suite with a lagoon view and a balcony. Basically, you have to decide whether you prefer the cheaper garden views, the pool view, or the beautiful but more expensive lagoon views. The most expensive room is the Palladio suite. One night would buy you a small Italian Fiat car. Before we have a drink at the pool, let's have a look at the Gardens of Delight, as the Cipriani Gardens were called back in the 18th century. The famous Giacomo Casanova held his clandestine meetings with enchanting ladies at this place, which is now a simple Belmond property. Here there's also a kids club, a vineyard, and a herb garden. Staying in the Cipriani, there are 4 ways to avoid starving. The Michelin-starred Oro restaurant, which was closed during the pandemic, the pool bar, the room service, and the Chips Club on the lagoon side of the Giudecca Canal, which you can see here. It's a place favored by guests and locals alike and offers magnificent views. Here Daniel Craig left his boat in the Bond movie Casino Royale, and here you also can get the famous beef carpaccio which Giuseppe Cipriani himself invented. If you are looking for a cheap dinner, you might like to book an exclusive evening cruise for 2 to 6 persons with your own cook and waiter, available for just 4,200 euros, wines not included. Look, the boat is already waiting. The job of a tourist in Venice is tough, and this pool is heaven after a tiresome sightseeing. Legend has it that feet and meters got mixed up, maybe on purpose, when in 1968 this Olympic-sized pool was built. It is the biggest pool in Venice, and its seawater gets heated when necessary. It gives you the feeling that life is sweet, that you can live a dolce vita. And because of this feeling and the seclusion of the Cipriani, the hotel has seen legions of celebrities, especially singers, actors, film directors and producers. A lot of them come here after the annual film festival. To name a few, Jim Carrey, Paul McCartney, Julio Iglesias, Gwyneth Paltrow, Harrison Ford, Tom Hanks, Uma Thurman, but one of them comes back again and again for 20 years now, and he does so mainly because for the bar and the barman, Mr. Nespresso, George Clooney. This is the pool bar, and by the way, you can see here the favorite place of Orient Express Hotel founder James Sherwood. But back to Clooney, he invented 3 cocktails here, Buonanotte, La Luna Special and Nina's Passion, and he wrote a few words in a book of his friend, barman Walter Bolzonella. Walter is as much a part of Venice as the canals or the gondoliers. The first time I went to the Cipriani Hotel, some 20 years ago, Walter was my partner in crime. We served drinks together to movie stars and studio heads in the tiny back bar. He's always created an environment that made Venice a celebration. He brought me a drink an hour before I got married and was there for some of the greatest moments of my life. Everyone who goes to Venice knows Walter, and it's easy to understand why. He's a class act.
Good morning, I'm Walter Bolzonella. I've been working here for 43 years, and what I can say, this is it's like my house, it's like my living room. This is what I feel when the repeat guests they are coming back at the Cipriani. The first thing that they do, they come at the bar and they come here to see me. And a very important guest is George Clooney, that I know him for 22 years. And when he comes here, I'm so happy because I can say he is the happiness. With George Clooney, I created a drink together more than 22 years ago. The name is Buonanotte. And it was created after the cinema festival. He came here alone before all the people reached him. And this is a lime, fresh ginger, and cucumber, mother, and then vodka, and cranberry juice and crushed ice. It's a very simple drink, but that evening we sold more than 100, and we enjoyed all together with music, with dance, and it was really enjoyment together. And here we put a little gondola. There you are. La salute.
Hope you liked our little Cipriani expedition. See you at another In Bed with Luxury hotel check, and find out about other great hotels at our website. You're Charles Paddington. And by the way, Walter will tell you personally how to make his newest cocktail. Google our In Bed with Luxury website and you will find the link.